So 3 days ago, the weirdest thing happened, subhanAllah. Like, I've been creeping over it for days, but I finally came to a point of like acceptance and not feeling like I've lost my sanity. And subhanAllah, praise be to God, like, I'm ready to talk about it. That is that on Sunday, I was going through the pictures on my phone, and my eye fell on a picture of a drawing that I made in July 2023. And I immediately knew that that was before I moved to Spain and before everything started with hearing the Quran and the entire sequence of events that led me to Islam. So this drawing was before that. And I don't know why it drew my attention this Sunday, but I clicked on it and was amazed by, like, I was trying to focus on all the things that I drew in there. I'm going to put it here because this is beyond weird. Like, I was drawing out of nothing, just like randomly drawing, right? And it didn't mean anything at the time. But look at what I drew. A book, a heart with a star inside of it, like an enlightened heart. Then a heart that is like on a path or protected, connected with another heart. Then a leaf. But these, well, especially the three things are like almost like a prophecy of what happened a month later, or that, like, in the entire sequence of events that happened later, that I heard the Quran and all that. So as if that was not enough, I was creeping over this already, but then later the same day on Sunday, I noticed something else. That is the black, like, squarey thing in the middle. And I said, wait. So I thought, I'm going to look up a picture of the Kaaba from the sky. And subhanAllah, I eliminated for a moment, like with photo thing, like everything around it. And I literally drew this on almost the perfect scale with the Kaaba complex. Like subhanAllah. So I was losing my sanity over this, because I thought, like, how could I, how, like, there are three explanations. The first one, this is all a coincidence and I'm just losing my sanity. The second one is I drew a prophecy of my own life. Or the third one that I came to later, that is probably the most likely, that I was drawing with my mind blank, and it was my soul that took over and drew a message for me to like see. And I didn't understand anything, like I didn't pay attention to it at the time, like I was randomly drawing, and yeah, it didn't have any meaning at the time. But now, like almost 2 years later, I see this and I am still, because I need you to understand, there was absolutely nothing in my life at that point that would lead me to Islam. I was on a soul journey, but nothing like directly related to religion. I was just going through a lot, like within myself, you know. And now I'm just, subhanAllah, subhanAllah. And this is, it's a bit scary, you know, because for me, this is proof of the truth. And that makes me not just a believer, but a knower. And that realization is a bit like scary and heavy to carry. But I'm extremely thankful for all these crystal clear signs in my life, subhanAllah. Like, I am blessed beyond imagination, like, subhanAllah. This is what it means when you act from your soul. Your soul already knows the truth. You don't have to go far to know the truth. You have to go deep inside yourself. and connect. Connect on the deepest levels, the scary levels. But you have to go through layers of yourself. Yeah, I'm going to be sharing more because I've had quite some realizations the last few days. So I'm going to share it with you guys, inshallah. So, like I said yesterday, I was called by the Quran itself to read it. Now you might wonder, how did that happen? Well, first of all, let's say I always trust my intuition. I've always been in tune with my heart. And when I get a weird vibe, when I'm on the train and I get this sense like, get out now, I just leave. I don't wonder why, I don't use my brain, I just listen to my heart and leave. But the last few years have been very difficult for me. I lost my mother to cancer, but that's not the only thing. But I can't talk about the rest right now. But last year I felt like I was at a breaking point. And when I say breaking point, I mean the actual depths of despair, you know. I thought I can't deal with it anymore. I felt like I was losing my sanity, really. But one day I was talking with a friend of mine who is a Muslim, but we were not talking about Islam or anything like that. But he was on vacation to his home country. And he sent me an audio just saying something, and I don't even remember what he said actually. But I heard something in the background, like music. And it's, I don't know, you know, this inexplicable feeling, like it touched my heart, you know. I can't explain it. I don't know. So I asked him, what is that music in the background? And he said, it's Quran. And he sent me another audio, only a few seconds, like 10 seconds. Let's see if I can insert it here. So I heard that, and I just had to know what it said, and I needed to know more, you know. I just felt like I need to know more. So I asked what it said, and he sent me, well, not he, because I asked someone else, another Muslim that you know. I sent the audio and I said, what does it say? And he sent me the verse. So I looked it up, and that chapter starts with, "You are not insane." And just for reference, I looked at I like searched on words for insane, and that is the only time in the Quran that it says you are not insane. So it's not like any random message, you know, because those words, those verses were everything that I needed to hear in that moment. So then I decided to read everything. And I'm going very slow at it because I'm still going through a difficult time. And my focus has been on other things. But now that I'm participating in Ramadan, I'm going to read it every day again. So that's my story. I'm going to be sharing other things. So, okay. Bye.